Okay, so I just want to point out the obvious before we get started. I'm not an expert at fixing outboards, and I've done 2 or 3 now. You learn a lot every time you have a go at this sort of thing. So this is how I did it, and hopefully it'll help you on your journey. Hopefully. So this popped up on eBay, not too far away from where I live, and I just really liked it. It's just small and light and just cute looking. So I guess it's not that much of a surprise that it didn't start, but they're basic machines, so I'm hoping I can get it working. I'm developing a real taste for working on these old outboards. I just love it, you know. It's like the Meccano for grown-ups. Really good fun. Yeah. So if you could
if the worst comes to the worst, we're gonna have to.
Ah! What was that? 2 things fell. Where's one come from?
Looks like we do.
So this is called a carburetor.
Yeah.
So what happens is the fuel, this is the fuel tank, it comes through here, this is a filter just in case there's some
So
dirt.
like.
This first, fuel comes down this tube, this is a tap on off, goes into here, okay?
And that makes the propeller spin.
Well, it then gets squirted, so this mixes it up into a mist and it gets squirted into here, through this hole, then it gets bang in there, and that's what turns the propeller.
Oh, Daddy, I like this little thing. What is that? Oil.
It's white spirit, it's good for...
Does it taste nice?
No, you don't want to drink it, darling. It'll poison you.
Okay. That's like saying it doesn't taste nice.
Yeah, and then some. carry on. So the plot thickens. I looked up this really good guide which helped me to do some further testing. So she's not starting, it's got a new spark plug, there's fuel definitely getting to the carburetor. So if I turn this dial here, fuel drains out of the bottom of the carburetor. So two possible issues. One, when I put the spark plug in to the back here and turn it over, the spark plug doesn't seem to be wet. So I'll do three pulls on there, take the spark plug out. Why is it not wet? Now I have cleaned the carburetor, I've taken it off and cleaned it as you've seen already, but I didn't take the jet out because it's quite easy to damage the jet, I think. So I just bathed it in white spirit for several hours and assumed that would fix it. But what I need to do is take the carb off again and actually look at the jet to see if it's blocked, because that could explain why it's not getting fuel to the cylinder. At least I think there's no fuel getting to the cylinder. I can't feel wet fuel on the spark plug. So that's one issue. But we got an electrical issue as well, I think. So this is the HT lead here. So it comes off here, sends a pulse of electricity to here to create the spark. And the guide suggested that I do a resistance test. So you set your multimeter to ohms, (20), and the idea is if the reading is between 3 and 15, then you've got okay resistance. Higher is worse, and the reading I got was 4.9, so not too bad, but it was quite tricky to get that reading. So the HT lead has this spark plug cap, okay, and I wasn't getting, when I put the wire, the point from the multimeter into here, and you put the other one on an engine block, I wasn't getting a reading at all, okay, so which suggests to me there was a break in the circuit. And you can test that as well by turning the multimeter to this setting here, which just makes a buzzing noise if you get a connection. So I was like, okay, so what's the problem? So I couldn't get a connection between the end cap through to the engine block, which is still attached to here. So I took the end cap off, really simple, it just screws off. It's like a wood screw going down the end of the wire. How basic is that? So if I put this on here and do my ohms test, I get my 4.9, so that is working. So then I was like, okay, well why wasn't I getting that when I was doing it from here onto the end of the cable? So maybe there's a break here. So going back to just the connection test, if I put one end into here and the other end on here, I'm not getting the buzzing noise, so there's definitely a break in here, and I've tried taking it apart to see if I can see the innards, and I can't. It's like a sealed plastic unit. So I need a new HT lead. So two issues. One, why is there no fuel getting to the spark plug? At least I think there's no fuel getting to the spark plug. And definitely a problem is, why is there no current? Why is there no link between the two ends? There's something broken in here. Okay, so this is a bodge and almost embarrassing to show on TV, but I haven't got an HT lead and I couldn't find. Okay, so I've ordered some parts and I will post the second part to this video as soon as they arrive. Really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, or leave a comment if you want to make any suggestions about how these videos could be a bit better. Next video will be up in a day or two. Thank you very much for watching.